When anyone says meltingly tender, slow-cooked beef cheeks, I am all ears. And Stephen from Yukon and Omnia is here to show us his recipe. I know it's going to be good because your restaurants are fantastic. Everything is delicious.
Thank you very much. High praise. Yeah, beef cheeks, absolutely one of my favourite dishes. Looks complicated, but it's actually not that complicated. So we're going to start off here by just talking through the process.
Yes.
Stage one is marinating. So what we've got is we've got these beef cheeks from the butcher. That's what they look like. They'll look a little bit different when they're unmarinated. I've just popped this one out here already.
Don't cut them at all, leave them whole?
Leave them whole.
Yes.
They'll be more tender if you cook them whole.
Yep.
The juice is worth the squeeze. Cook them whole, trust me.
Absolutely.
Okay, the main ingredients over here, and it's a traditional Mirepoix. What we've got here is carrots, we've got some thyme leaves here, we've got some celery, and we've got the humble onion.
Yep.
Good quality red wine is the next ingredient. So yeah, we've got the vegetables, we roughly cut them, we sweat them off, we then add the wine, we burn off the alcohol, we just reduce it by just about a third. We gotta let it cool.
Yes.
That's key. You gotta let it cool, and then you're pouring it on top of your beef cheeks.
And these are the beef cheeks in here.
That's right. So we've got the beef cheeks in here.
Look at the change in colour. You can see that all of that wine has completely stained the beef cheeks there. Fantastic.
It has. And this process would be similar for something like coq au vin or,
Beef bourguignon.
Oh yeah, beef bourguignon, yeah, for sure. One of my favourites.
It is. It's timeless, those dishes.
It is timeless.
And these are the small steps that if you remember to do it, then it does elevate your beef bourguignon or your red wine stew, reducing that wine slightly, cooling it down, and then allowing these to marinate in the fridge overnight makes such a difference to it. I mean, I can smell the wine coming off these beautiful beef cheeks.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Okay, so we're just going to pat these dry. Justin, could you please get that? Thank you.
Yes.
My pan is already heating, and we do need this quite hot. That's a large piece of meat, so it's going to take a lot of heat out of the pan when we put them in. Okay. So my pan's been slightly heating, in with a veg oil or a grapeseed oil. And then the next step is seasoning them. Now, it may look like a lot of salt, but some of the salt will fall off, but this is a thick cut of meat. You need a decent amount of salt. Okay. So I'm going to be seasoning them quite generously. If you want to give that a wee flip.
Sure can.
Thank you.
And beef cheeks are actually quite readily available these days. I find if you go to a good butcher, you'll find them. And if they're not thawed out, then you can find them frozen. And there's nothing wrong with using them frozen. Obviously, you leave them overnight so they completely thaw out. They're perfectly good to use. I just think it's gelatinous and so tender and soft as it cooks low and slow.
That's correct. And like for home cooking, the yield on beef cheeks is fantastic.
Yes.
So you can see that they're seasoned. The pan is hot. I'm going to place it in away from me so it doesn't splash on me.
And how long are we going to cook them for?
Until they're deep dark, almost black in colour. Okay. They're not scorched, it's just the wine caramelising. Yeah. So we start with 2 at a time. Thank you. Okay, vegetables are looking beautiful. Started to caramelise, good sweat on them.
Yep.
In with the alcohol. That's that beautiful red wine. Look at that. It's coming up to simmer.
Such a rich, deep colour, isn't it?
It is, and it's already burned off from the marinade, so we just park in our caramelised beef cheeks.
And we should mention, if you can't find beef cheeks, it doesn't mean you can't do this recipe. I would use some chuck. What
you could use chuck. I actually like shin of beef, for this kind of process.
Yep, ossobuco.
Ossobuco would be fantastic as well. In with some good quality beef stock.
Yep. Do you make litres and litres upon litres at the restaurants?
We do. We you name it, from chicken, veal, fish, beef, duck. We are really making old-fashioned stocks and sauces.
Very nice. Wow, look at that.
So we're just going to park these now into our preheated oven. That's at 175 degrees.
How long do you think that's going to take to cook?
I reckon we're going to start it off for about 1.5 hours at 175.
Yeah.
Just to speed up the process, get that nice caramelization, and then turn it down to 150 for about another hour and a half. So you're probably talking 3-hour cook time.
Yeah. Now it looks like a lot of liquid, but those beef cheeks need to stay hydrated throughout that cook.
Absolutely.
All right, into the oven.
Into the oven we go. All right, so the beef cheeks are smelling fantastic. They're nearly cooked, but we got to get on to probably one of the heroes of the dish as well, is the mashed potato. So we've cooked our potatoes and they've steamed up really, really nice. So looking nice and fluffy. And then from there, we've got this drum sieve over here. And yep, that's it. You just lift a few over and then using this pastry card, just press down on the potato. What it's going to do is it'll just give you a nice, fluffy, smoothest mash possible.
Once you've invested in a tammy like this, it is hard to go back to normal mash because it's like velvet if you put it through this. You can see how fine it rices it.
Fantastic. I'm going to get cracking on with the brown butter. So the brown butter is almost caramelized butter. And then what I like to do with my mash is I have the caramelized brown butter and I have cream. I caramelize this, which will show you to the brown butter stage, and then I add these two together, have them nice and hot, and then I combine it in, folding it so it's pretty lush.
I mean, potato puree just with classic butter is great, but beurre noisette, giving it that nutty flavour is just going to be wild. And we've never done a beurre noisette pomme puree.
Well, there's a first. There's a first on the show today. So you can see here what I've got is it's starting to boil.
Okay.
I've just lowered the heat slightly.
Yep.
And we're going to allow that to caramelise, and that's basically on its way now to the brown butter or the beurre noisette. The cream itself is coming up, and once that's up, we'll just turn off, and that's all good. All right, we can see here the beurre noisette or brown butter is ready.
Yep.
So when those solids are sitting on top, they're golden brown, take it off of the heat.
Okay. Good tip.
Yeah, that's it. So next I'm going to combine the brown butter and the hot cream. And I'm just bringing it together.
Okay, so is there a reason why you combine them, or is it just for ease?
It's for ease, so that as we're folding the dairy through the mash, all about getting it incorporated very, very quickly and smoothly, so that there's less time having to go back to agitate it. We don't want the mash to become that gluey kind of way.
Yes.
We want it to be fluffy.
There we go, chef.
Wow, that's fantastic. We've got a family-sized portion there. All right. You can actually reserve whatever you don't want to be serving for your mashed potato, and that'll make something like gnocchi.
Yep.
That's good for me.
Fantastic.
Okay, and then now we're going to combine the brown butter.
Okay, I could do that for you, chef.
Thank you very much. And just a small amount at the start. That's it.
That much, yep.
And then just kind of like we're making a cake, we're just folding it in.
How far in advance can I do this stage?
Oh, you could do this stage, 1 to 2 hours. This is one of those messy jobs. So you want that tucked away rather.
Yes, that's why I was asking. If you've got friends coming over, you want the mash done, and you finish it off at the very last minute.
That's right. So you can see that is not gloopy at all. Touch more, please.
Oh, that is just...
And then we're going to do the taste test. We're going to season with some good quality salt. Super important.
Yep.
And then, Justine, I reckon we're ready to taste.
Okay.
Get in there.
Oh, that is so dreamy.
Brown butter, yeah, it makes a big difference.
So good. All right, we're going to park that. We're going to tidy down very quickly and serve this with the delicious beef cheeks.
All right, our mash is ready. It's right at the point where we want. We've tasted it, it's fantastic.
Yes.
Our sauce is now reduced. Now, my favourite part of the process is just glazing these up. So I'm just gonna take one, because it's just me and you. We've got some mushrooms over there, and the mushrooms we've just simply roasted off, nice and hard, and deglazed them with some good quality sherry vinegar.
I was wondering what that smell was, vinegar, and that's a great idea because we've got rich mash.
You're right.
Rich beef cheeks with that lovely glossy gravy or sauce, and this is a great addition to it.
Yeah, that acid's just gonna help cut through.
I could just watch this all day.
I know. It's always my favourite part of the process, and we're ready now to actually go to the plate.
Okay.
Come to one of the centre points, and I've just scooped it up like so. And I'm going to just position that on the left-hand side of the plate, like such.
Not a dribble inside.
Not a dribble inside. We will finish it with a little bit of sauce.
Yep.
Now I've just got my mashed potato. I've just got a little pot of hot water just to smooth that out there to make it easier for me to lift. And then I think we'll go a little bit generous with the mash.
Okay, yes. Oh, that's a nice tip. So just wetting the spatula there.
Just wetting the spatula, yep, that's right. And then we get some of our beautiful mushrooms. Could you maybe just take me a few plushes of watercress, please?
Absolutely.
So next, before we add the watercress, we're just going to finish this off with, thank you very much, with some of this delicious sauce.
Chef, this is magic. You know, there's those dishes that you love so much that are just, as soon as you see it on the menu, you've got to order it. And beef cheeks with pomme puree is my go-to every single time.
I agree. I love them as well, and it really reminds me of home.
Bravo. I just think that is just the most beautiful looking dish. That sauce is like glass. It is just so glossy. It's just perfect. Shall we have a taste?
I think we should.
There we go. I've actually got spoons here, which is really weird.
I think that's probably the appropriate choice. You know, it's going to be tender enough to just fall apart.
Because that's what it's about, that meltingly tender meat.
Looks good.
And the mash.
And the mash.
And everything else. It has my name all over it. I just love meat that's cooked like this. It's not dry. It's so soft. Stephen, you're a legend. Your food is impeccable. This is my all-time favourite. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.